All right, here we are at the, well, this is the pregame show for the Northern Kentucky 51st Annual Bottle Show.
This is Saturday prior to the bottle show at the Doubletree Inn in Columbus, Ohio. The show tomorrow is February the 13th, and we will be opening up at 6:30 for dealers to bring in their merchandise, and 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock is early admission and dealer setup, and 9 o'clock is $3 regular admission, and we'll hope that you'll be able to see that. And we're going to do a shot after the room all gets filled up and everybody gets their bottles out. We'll do a shot, but this is just a pre-game before. And within a few minutes, we're going to go down and do a little preview of our hospitality suite, which we have the night before for dealers and guests that come in. And we're going to ask that they come to the hospitality suite, and we're going to see what we meet. We do city barbecue, which we've got pork and brisket and baked beans, and we have Cheryl's world famous deviled eggs. And we have Sue's lasagna and a cake of some sort and cookies and lots of drinks, and we'll be happy to have you come to that. That's one of the signatures of our event. The night before, we have a hospitality suite.
It's put on by the club members, right?
Yeah, right. Club members put on the hospitality suite for those who come and stay at the hotel and are here the next morning, and for those that want to stay in another hotel, which we've done that in the past. We've invited them if they stay at a different hotel, which there's a number real close here. So we invite you to come if you do, and we'd be happy to see you next year, because this will not be out until after the show is over. So we'll be happy to see you next year. So
we'll be doing some interviews.
Yes,
we'll be coming up some interviews.
We're going to do
with
some interviews. We're going to do some vendors and some of the people that are here, and we're going to. I guess they're going to put out the placards for the name placards for all the tables for the people that are on there, and then we're going to go have lunch or dinner. I guess it is. We're going to go have dinner. So.
All right. Well, hopefully, well, not this year, but it's too late this year. But by the time you see this, but this will give you a good sense of what it's like, what to expect,
and how big this.
There'll be there'll be the longer video with the interviews, but there'll also be a short video, like a 2-minute promo, where we walk through and look at a lot of the tables, a lot of the bottles when they get set up, probably tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And so you can get a sense for what's here, and hopefully we'll see you next year, if not this year. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We are going to do the drawing for the dealers for a free table next year, and we are going to do the drawing for the early birds, and the early bird winner will get a $25 show gift certificate. We've got a guest here who will be drawing, and his name is Mason. You want to say hi to everyone, Mason?
Hi.
Okay. Mason, let's draw first the dealer. So I'll mix it up here, dig deep, take whichever one you want. Yep, that's good. Okay, our winner for the free table next year is Dave Dandria. Thank you. And now our early bird admission. Again, the winner will get a $25 show gift certificate. All right, Mason is in the jar, and our winner is Mike Kolb. Mike, if you're here, come on up. We'll get you your gift certificate. Thanks everyone. Just a reminder, we will be walking around later today for the 50-50 raffle. We'll be selling tickets. And also we will have pizzas arriving at 11 o'clock for just a small fee. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, Don Johnson, it's glad to have you. And
Glad to be here.
For the Maine Antique Digest.
Yes.
We're certainly happy. You called me just the other day and talked about coming and said you had to check with your editor and
Here I
see
am.
if that was it. And then you called back and left me a message. I did not call you back, but I thought, well, you're coming. That's wonderful. And we're certainly happy to have you. And
Thank
glad you came and we're able to enjoy our show.
Indeed.
And
It's been a good show.
We just, I guess maybe the question to ask is, you know, how do you compare this? And I know you said that you've not been to a bottle show, or you've been to Muncie to the jar
Well,
show.
actually, I have been to a variety of bottle shows, from the small regional shows all the way up to nationals. So I'm familiar with the topic in general.
Mm-hmm.
It's not anything I cover on a regular basis. I do a lot of work for Maine Antique Digest, and that work just varies greatly. But bottles are a very small part of that for me. It's a subject that MAD was very glad to have because they don't get a lot of coverage on it.
Okay.
But as far as how this show compares, I thought this show was very good for what it is. It's not national,
No.
and I think
No.
that's a good thing, because the wonderful thing about national is it's the best of the best. But
Sure.
the bad thing about national is I think a lot of beginning collectors would have a hard time going
Well, they
and finding something there that maybe they can afford for their budget. What I love about a show like this is you can walk in with $2 in your pocket, and you can walk out with something that makes you smile.
Exactly.
And the other thing I like about these smaller shows is the tabletop smalls.
Yes.
It's not all about bottles. There are some great bottles in there. You know, I say you can find something for $2. You can find something for $6,000 in there too. But it's not all about bottles. I like the fact that I can go in there and I can find a good piece of advertising. We ourselves bought a few pieces of photography, which is one of the things that we look for. Didn't necessarily expect to see it, but saw it, liked it, bought it. You just never know what you're going to find here, and that's cool. The other thing I like about this show is, and I think it's bottle shows in general are this way, is just the overall variety. From soda bottles at a few bucks to soda bottles at not a few bucks, right? Some pretty impressive soda bottles, but it's expensive, good quality bitters. There's some nice stoneware
Yes.
in there. I saw some Swirled Zanesville in
Yes.
there. It's a little bit of everything, and that's really what makes these shows tick, in my opinion.
Well, we basically consider ourselves a regional show, and from my opinion, a regional show is somewhere between 60 and 80 tables,
Yeah.
and about 100 to 200 attendants. We actually had 27 early admissions, which is very good for
Okay.
us. 20 is the most we've ever had before, and that's a very important part of our income for the show.
Sure.
So that was very good for us, and we're close to 200 in attendance.
Super.
People were very came and just continued to come all morning long. So we're very happy with that, and I believe that this is going to be one of our most successful shows.
Good.
And so we're very happy with that. We have had more tables, but coming off of a year we didn't, and that was one of the things that we decided that we needed to have this show. We were just really afraid that if we missed 2 years in a row, how we would recapture that market.
Right.
And people would just say, oh, well, we didn't go the last 2 years, so, But I think people are hungry. People want to see us, and we noticed that today. People coming in, a lot of sales. Most everybody was carrying stuff out as
Yeah.
they went. So we know that I'm pretty sure it's successful. So again, we thank you for coming, and thank
Glad to
you
be
for thinking of us and to writing an article about this, which we're most happy to have you do, and we're interested and excited to read it in print.
Glad to do it.
Okay, well, very good.
Thank
you.
Sure thing.
Thank you very much. Glad you came to the show, and it's been a number of years. I don't know how many years. You probably never missed, and you even have managed it for a number of years. So
I managed the show for 15 years.
Was it 15? I didn't know how many.
That was all at the fairgrounds. At one point, we had to show up to 178 tables.
I know you did.
And I was so tickled to see it come back, and it's getting better every year, and I'm looking forward to coming to the shows. I just turned, tomorrow I'll be 85, and hopefully I'll be doing it for the next 15 years.
Well, there you go. You got 10 years on me. I'm 75, so I'm happy to have you come. I'm happy you did. I know you've always been a good supporter. I'm glad you did well today.
Glad to be here.
Okay, well, good.
I
Thank
did
you.
good buying and good selling.
Good. Thanks,
Can't
Adam.
beat that.
Oh, yeah.
No,
There you go.
that's the key.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Been a long time supporter here, and we're happy to have you, and glad you came. And
Well, I'm happy I came too.
well, good. Did you do well at the show?
Oh yeah.
Well, good, good.
Yeah.
And Adam said he did well buying and selling. I hope you did both.
Didn't do too much buying. Kind of downsizing a little bit. So,
You weren't interested in buying as much, huh?
but it looks like at least a 3 empty box weekend. So
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like to go home with empty boxes. Again, thank you, John, for coming. So, this is Matt Lacey and Lou Pfeiffer, who are very important people.
Yeah, well, lifelong flask collectors.
Well, he's told me, he said he spent an hour over there waiting for the table to clear out so he could
Yeah.
just take a picture of the
it was
clay.
more than that. It was longer than that.
Yeah,
He's talking to him, so then can't get away from him.
Yeah, well, I saw they talked for a while, so everything. But we're happy that you came and glad that you came. We're looking forward to, I'm looking forward to Mansfield.
Yes,
It's going to
sir.
be a good one. Our prospects are good, and we hope you did well today. And
we did excellent. at the
Very
show.
good, very
It's been
good.
an awesome show.
Very
Steady
good.
flow of people through. It's been
we
incredible.
we think this might be, regardless, our most successful financial wise because we tapered the things. I don't know whether I told you then, but they wanted $13 a tablecloth.
Yeah.
That's outrageous.
It's just not worth it. And you know, the nice part is when you do make a profit from these things, you can invest back in the show for next year and make it better
Well,
for the
we
people.
do that.
Put it back into
It's
the
like
club.
you put it back into the club, the show, however you can.
The other thing we've done too, in all the last years, we've always shared part of our profits we give to the library that gives us a room, things, so we meet in that room, and we've given it to other places. We gave to a food pantry last year. So
Oh, that's
those
great,
things.
yeah.
So we do that things, and so we try and share a little bit of that money too. So we're certainly glad that you came, and I hope to look forward to see you again. Turn around and get us one.
Yeah.
So, in March.
Welcome to YouTube.
And it's
Second generation picker.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
indeed.
Third generation collectors.
I'm second generation, so.
Well, he tells me I'm first generation.
Oh, there you go.
So, but thank you for coming again.
Yeah, thank you for
Nice
a great
meeting you all.
show. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good show.
Let's talk to John.
Shoot, John.
We'll see ya. I had a good time.
This is John Pfeiffer.
Met some good people.
You were the here people.
Yeah. Give myself some exercise.
Well, you're going to get some exercise with the
I
tables.
put them all down and it wore me out. At 65, and they're maybe 20 something pounds a piece.
They're heavy.
And then I have to stack them all up, and those come up to about
And who's helping you?
just me.
You, yourself, and I.
I got some coffee back there, so that'll get me, I think, through it. I hope.
There you go. There you go.
And John,
It'll make me take a nap.
father of Lewis.
Thank you.
You take
And
care. Enjoy
his
the
father, Daryl, was your father,
Yep.
used to come, was a long time collector for years and years.
Lewis is 3 generations.
Yeah, Lewis, so you're 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
So I think, and we're glad you came, and thank you. And you won the
I won
50-50
the
raffle.
50-50
Split the pot.
Wonderful.
Split
Yeah.
the pot.
And I donated back
He was
some to the
gracious
club.
enough to donate money
Oh, really?
back to the
Well, that's
club off the
awesome.
50-50 raffle. So thank you again, John.
How many
welcome.
tickets did
Thank
you
you.
buy? I know you
I
had
bought a lot.
you had a
She
roll of
kept coming
tickets.
around and she kept
And
coming
you
around.
just couldn't say no.
I couldn't say no.
She knows how to-
she knows how to play the game with you.
Well, thank you for coming again.
Thank you.
Thanks. Good seeing you.
Take care.
Fred Curtis and Tom Brown. And we're glad you guys came and hope you had a successful time.
Always do.
And I know you came last night and enjoyed our thing. He's got you, I'm sure he's got you on the YouTube thing last night, so everything. So again, thank you for coming and we appreciate it and we look forward to seeing you sometime in the future.
Well, you know, we have been attending the show when it was at the fairgrounds for a very long time. Always planned around it, go shopping at
Adam, I didn't realize Adam just told us that he had it for 15 years. He did it 15 years over there.
Oh, okay.
And what they was doing it before Adam took it.
But when you guys moved here, the first year you guys moved here, we started coming.
Yep.
We just liked this a lot better.
Yeah, we missed that 1 year, but
Yeah, but we all did. We did every show
everybody
either.
did too. So,
Finley did.
but we're so happy to be back.
Well, you guys did a great job, great turnout. What was the attendance today? You have any figures?
We're over 200.
Sweet.
That tells me that people were hungry. They wanted to come and they wanted to
Oh,
look.
it was
And
quite
sales were
obvious.
good?
Yeah, it was quite.
Good.
How many early birds did you get?
27.
Good for you.
27 early birds, which I don't know that we might have had 20 before. No, 27. No,
I think we
no,
had
I-
18 or 20 last year.
you know.
Yeah,
You-
I understand.
you
You'll
underst-
know all that in the next meeting.
You
right?
understand how much that improves our bottom line.
Oh yes, we understand completely because he showed Sherman, and you know.
Yeah,
I've
for
been doing
the Finlay show.
Yeah. We know exactly what you mean. But thank you. It's been a great show. You guys done a great job of promoting it. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, here's Randy and here's Ed. We got to get you in the video. Come on now. You've been in one before, so you might as well be in this one too. Here's Randy.
You don't think we're not going to make you talk?
Oh, we have to talk? Oh, okay. Hey, it's another great
They
show.
are the
What do I
gurus
say?
of the Northern Kentucky Bottle Show.
Yes, sir. Now,
Which is
hopefully
usually
we'll
in
have it
August.
again in August.
August again. So we
So
hope
she
to
quit.
attend and we'll be there.
Yep.
He just lives down the road from you, so
Yeah.
that's why it's easy for me to come. To
Definitely float that video, push that video out when it gets close. So that's your commercial.
Yeah.
We hope
I
you
think.
had a
I mean,
good
I think
time
it'll
today
work.
and did
Yeah,
well.
we did.
Good.
It's probably been one of the better times up here for me.
Yeah, that's good. Well, again, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
And we're going to go over here and see somebody
All right,
else.
thanks.
Hope that you had a good show and glad you came and everything.
great
and
show as always.
Then that's good.
Like everybody had a
Glad to do.
successful day, right?
Yeah, well, that's good. We just wanted to be sure that you're happy and everything.
Oh, I'll
Looks
probably
like,
come back another 5 or 10 years.
Oh, okay. Looks like.
More women.
Looks like.
Absolutely.
So I think people were hungry. They're ready.
Yep,
you know.
great day.
And that's
Appreciate
good.
it.
Good. Thank you, Joe.
No more help.
Thank you for coming. I'll get a hold of you. John? It's my son Craig. It's John Pastor.
Craig.
Good to meet you.
John is
Nice to meet you.
Mr. Antique Glass. Bottle
Yeah.
and Glass Collection.
I got a big screenshot of that earlier, so
Good,
yeah,
good.
it'll be on the video.
And we're happy that you came to the show and want to think that you did well. And
I actually did really well.
Hope that you.
In all honesty, it started off a little slow, and then things just kind of picked up and went throughout the day.
That's great.
It's really good.
So we're happy. We're happy that you came and enjoyed it with us. And we wish you a safe trip back.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me, and really did have a good show, and had a lot of interest in what we do, and I sold kind of across the board a little bit of everything, and bought a couple of nice things.
Oh, okay,
so
that's important too.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good.
Well, thank you again, John,
All
for
right.
coming.
Thank you.
Looking forward to seeing you.
All right.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.